Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I will show you a quick way to solve this problem under progressive wave equation. Given the wave equation y of x and t equal to a sine, we have 2000 pi t minus pi over 17x. We asked to find I the wavelength, I the frequency, the speed and also the period. So look at the quick way I want to go about problems like this when you see one. First of all, it has the shape of the progressive wave equation. So what is that equation exactly? Because we need to quote it so that we can compare to this particular given equation. So the progressive wave equation is given as A sine. A here is standing for the amplitude, so keep in mind. So we have here to be 2 pi ft minus 2 pi all over lambda, which is the wavelength of x. All right, so how do we use this problem to resolve this? You need to compare this progressive wave equation with this original equation given. So how do we compare? If you pay attention, close attention to it, you will notice that A is in this, A is, maybe if you have here to be 20, your value of A would have been 20, but this will cancel out with this, S will cancel out with S, or sine rather. So this will be equated to this, and this will be equated to this. All right, so let's go there. The first one we're looking for is the wavelength. And of course, here we have the wavelength, which is lambda. So we compare this to this particular one. So we'll be having 2 pi over lambda of x is equal to, on this equation, we're having pi over 17 of x. You may want to ask about the negative sign. Of course, they will cancel each other. The same way this pi can easily cancel out with this, and this s will cancel out with this. What will be left is 2, 17, and this. Of course, to look for this value of lambda, it means that you have to cross multiply 2 by 17. And when you do that, 2 multiplied by 17 will definitely give us 34. And what is the unit of this wavelength? That is in meters. So we're able to get a solution for that problem. All right, let's move forward. The II, we are supposed to look for the frequency. And how do we calculate for the frequency? You also compare the equation. Look at where we have frequency. You compare it with this equation. So we have 2 pi ft equal to 2000 pi t. So because we've equated these two parameters, what do we need to do? We cancel out what is common. Pi is also common on both sides. So what is left is 2f equal to 2000. We're looking for the frequency. So frequency will equal to dividing both sides by 2. So we have 2000 divided by 2, and the result here will be 1000. And what is the unit for frequency? It's hertz. I hope you're catching up. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button while watching along, and please subscribe to my channel and like the video as we are watching along, please. That's very important. The third part of it is for us to look for the speed, and that is a relationship between the speed, the frequency, and the wavelength. And this is a formula that relates three of them together. So because we're looking for speed, we use the symbol V for the speed, and then already we have calculated for the frequency, which is 1000, and this will multiply by the wavelength, which is 34, and you have the result to be 34,000. Or if you want to keep it in standard form, it's simple. You could just say, remember the velocity is in meter per second, or you can leave your answer in standard form as 3.4 times 10 to the power of 4 meter per second. So the last one is about the frequency. How do we calculate for frequency? Last part of the equation. Okay, is the period. Asked to find the period. The period, we usually use capital letter T to symbolize the period, and it's always the inverse of the frequency. That's one of the formula too. So we have here to be 1 all over. What is the frequency? We have the frequency to be 1000. All right, so what next do we need to do? The inverse of 1000 is 10 to the power of minus 3, but we have 3 zeros here. and what is the unit is in seconds. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share, and follow for more. I'll see you in the next video.